Hey, buenos dias, guys. Welcome back to another video of Mike in Mexico. Well, guys, to be honest, I'm really burnt out today. I did work 7 days a week last week. And what I wanted to ask you guys was, how do you feel? Okay. How do you feel after your 8, 9, 10 hour shift at work? Do you feel a sense of accomplishment? Because I don't. Okay, you want to know how I feel? I feel used. Okay, I feel used because the system is rigged, guys. The system is rigged. It's not made to help you. And you hear it all the time. You hear it all over the place. But take the time to observe what's going around you. You guys working at Walmart, driving around, driving like almost 100 miles per hour on the street. You Amazon drivers delivering packages, racing everywhere. Okay, FedEx guys honking, running red lights. Are you guys taking the time to look around and see what's happening? Because the system is not made to help you. Okay, it's made to use you. you know. And being a kid that grew up in the 80s and 90s that believed in the system, I was a great student. I always tried to go above and beyond in my classes. I did get in trouble as a teenager, but I was still a relatively good student because I believed in the system because we were taught certain things. Okay. We were taught to work hard, um, climb the academic ladder, okay, go to school, get a degree, and your life will be great. But that wasn't my situation, all right? I spent all this time and money taking out loans to get an education. And when I graduated, I couldn't even get, I really couldn't get a job to save my life anywhere with a master's degree. Okay. The only reason I got my first teaching job is because one of my good friends was teaching at the place that I ended up working at for 2 years because he was going off to Korea to teach English and I had subbed for him, okay, maybe 3 times, and the staff knew me. So they interviewed like 30 other English teachers, okay? I'm sure with the same qualifications, but they picked me. Why? Because they knew me. Look at your life, guys, and I really just want you guys to think about how you're spending your day. You know, if you were to die tomorrow, would you be okay with that? This past week, I've been stuck in traffic in San Diego, taking people to the AI convention and whatnot. You know, not their fault, but every day I'm sitting in traffic, I'm thinking, how do I get out of this situation? Okay. How do I get out of this prison, this trap, this hamster wheel that I'm stuck in? Okay. I did not really do a good job of living under my means when I got here in Tijuana. And that's why I'm in the situation that I'm in now. Because I came here to get away from all that stuff, right, in LA. But I didn't have an actual plan. I just wanted to get the hell out of LA, man. You guys living there know what's up. That place sucks, bro. Okay. I just wanted to get out. Uh, the good thing that came out of that was when I got down here, my mind cleared up. Okay, I became mentally clear, and I had so much clarity of what I was doing in my life. When you're in the same place for a long time, you get in a routine. It gets comfortable. You know everybody. It's your city. You've been there, and what I was doing back in LA was just grinding every day and coming home and escaping my problems, finding distractions. And since I've come here to Tijuana, because it's a new environment I'm kind of like a fish out of water, even though it's been 9 months. It's made me rethink and reevaluate what I'm doing with my life and how much time I've wasted as a rideshare driver these past 8 years. And I'm not willing to do that anymore. So, what's the solution to this? Okay. Like I tell you guys that are in the same situation as myself, even you guys that I meet that cross the line every day. Shout out to the gentleman I met yesterday crossing the line to drive a truck. Okay, sounds like we're in the same situation, but so many of you guys that are crossing the line just to go to work. I mean, think about what you're doing. Okay, we're kind of like cattle being herded into the same place, but you still have your mind. Are you executing a plan to get out of this situation? You know, that's what I'm doing with these videos. Okay. I woke up this morning and, I do need the money. I do need to go out there and grind and go to work. But I thought, am I okay with spending another 8, 9, 10 hour day on the street out there and not working on my plan to get out of this situation at 48 years old? No, I'm not. So I stayed home. It's also bad for your body. Okay. Did I say this already? But I keep getting these canker sores under my tongue from stress from driving around because after 8 years, you guys that drive, you know what's up. It fries your nerves a little bit because it doesn't matter how good of a driver you are. It's the other MF that's driving, bro. People driving on their phone. That's the stressful part. Okay. So, what's the solution to all this? When you begin to work on your plan, okay, in the beginning, everything seems like, oh my God, man, this task, it's insurmountable. You may not be able to imagine yourself getting out of the situation, but the more you work on it, okay, the more you put the bottle down or whatever you're doing to escape, the more you work on it, the more of the snowball effect it begins to develop. Okay. It begins to develop, and then that's when opportunities start to open. I never thought you guys, I had no clue you guys would be subscribing to my channel and listen to me talk. Who cares about a 48-year-old guy from LA living in Tijuana? But apparently you guys do. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Because if there's anything that I can say that can enliven your life or help you out, I'm happy to do it. I rather would be doing this than driving somebody around and dropping them off, and worse yet, risking my life out there on the road. That's literally what we do. Okay, and I'm on the street every day, guys, and you know, the people are in my ear about what's going on in the city, and nobody's making it, man. Nobody's making it out there in San Diego. Everybody is saying, all my money's going to rent. My rent's late, okay, this month. Okay, shout out to the senor that also drives Uber and lives in Tijuana that I met, took me to Hertz. Um, his rent is late this month, and he lives in Tijuana, and it's the expenses, you know. And I don't want to sound like a broken record because I already mentioned this, but you guys need to downsize, you know. You really need to reevaluate what is necessary in your life because the more stuff you cut out, the more free you're going to be. Okay. I was gonna buy this comic book. It was just $10, bro. That David Finch, that is a Marvel DC artist, was talking about Planet Death, and it's only $10. But I love these things, but that $10, could it be better spent? My water bill for this month was like 858 or something like that. That covers my water for the entire month, bro. And comic books, you got to think about this. You guys that are into it, can you go on YouTube and watch a guy flip through the pages and just pause? Yeah, it sounds ghetto and all that stuff. Oh my, it's only $10, but hey, bro, that's what it's come down to. It's come down to the wire. How are you spending your money? Is it keeping you trapped or is it freeing you? You really got to think about that. Because if you do come to Tijuana and, you know, shout out to my viewer that was saying he was thinking about coming down here and crossing the line también, pero you know what, man? If you're looking to do that, you're not going to want to do it for long. You're not going to want to do it for long. You can do it for a little while you're doing it, plan a way to get out of this thing. Okay. All those other Americans that are working remotely in Ciudad de Mexico or whatever you got going on Social Security, they got it right. Okay. They're one step ahead of us that are crossing the line to go to work every day. You know, they're already one step ahead of us because they get to enjoy Mexico while making dollars remotely or whatever. You know, there's we live in a different time. Okay, if you're able to figure out technology, which I'm learning to do, if you're able to figure out technology and learn how to utilize it and make it work for you, you're going to be in a good position. Because, by the way, shout out to my viewer that was suggesting the book 4 Hour Work Week. You know, you want to kind of put in work into something that's going to keep working while you're not there. And I'm just learning how to do this, guys. Even if this is what YouTube is. Thank you for watching. This is what YouTube is. Okay. I had no idea what I was doing when I first started this channel. I was just looking for a way out, and hey, I did a whole lot of oral presentations as an English major in school, so I'm comfortable speaking in front of a crowd, and this is different because it's just a camera and me, right? But take your skills and try to find something that you can put work into that will keep working on its own while you're on the toilet, while you're sleeping. I don't know if it's investing in stocks or whatever, if you're a financial guy or whatever, man. There are a lot of options out there, but don't stay trapped in this system because next thing you know, you're going to be 48. You're going to be like, by the way, guys, I turned 49 in a couple weeks. My birthday's in December. You're going to be like, what happened here? And I don't wish this on anyone. I don't wish this on anyone. Don't get me wrong, there are people that are in way worse situations than myself. I'm relatively healthy. I got a chance. I do appreciate that I do have a job where I can go out there and earn income. I do have a way out, okay? But it's not an ideal situation. It's hard on the body, okay, to be crossing the line every day when you're 48. And if you have one of those jobs like I have, where you're grinding and grinding away like a machine, okay, that you honestly, this job can easily, it's going to get automated, okay, in the future, I feel, with Waymo. Um, and you're not utilizing your individual skill, your individual talents and skill, bro, you're going to go to your deathbed with a lot of regret. Okay. And you don't want to do that. At least try, man. At least try and go out on your shield. Okay. That's what I'm going to do, man. F this. I'm not going to lie down and just, I don't know, like what do they say in Rocky? What does Mick say in Rocky? Don't just lie down like some kind of mongrel or something. When Rocky didn't want to train for Mr. T. Don't just lie down. Don't take it lying down because the system doesn't care about you, man. You know? Well, guys, I, you know, I can't emphasize this enough. And I don't know if I'm getting through to you or not. But as for myself, this is the way I'm going to go out. You know, I'm going to go out trying till my very last breath. I don't want to spend my days out there driving and driving and driving around, and just let all my hopes and dreams deteriorate, you know. Hey guys, by the way, here's the last shirt that I finished. I told you I'd show you guys. Can you see? It's Scalera. I'll put the link for this shirt in my description for the video. And yeah, I know I didn't quite get the shading right. Okay, give me a break. I made this shirt for me actually. So, hey, I told you I didn't want to spend money buying the action figure. I made this shirt for me. And if you guys like it, support your boy. Okay. I also put the link for I forgot all about Buy Me a Coffee. If you guys like my videos and you find value in my content, the other thing I was thinking about doing is offering tours of playas for you guys if you're considering moving down here. It's just a thought for right now. I don't know what I would charge, but I was thinking I wouldn't mind if you guys met me at the line and, we took a ride over here to where I live, and I just showed you around town. I have no idea if I'm even going to do this. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. Okay. Please, guys, if you're grinding away, you know what, and not everyone has time. You guys with kids, you're grinding away all day, and you come home and you have to spend time with your kids. I understand, but you got to find some time to start executing your plan of escape. Okay, because it's not really living, is it? Is it really living? Paycheck to paycheck, grinding away every single day. Okay, and you know, what is really important to you in your life? Are you even spending time doing that? If not, why not? If you keep telling yourself, I just need to work a little bit more, save some money, and then I'm going to have time, well, bro, that time may not even come. Man, I think about this every day I'm on the street. Every day I'm almost in an accident. All right. It's just time on the road. And it doesn't matter how well I drive. It's the other person. There's like millions of people out there, okay, on their phones driving around. How are you spending your time? Because we're not really guaranteed the next day. This is what bothers me the most, you know. It bothers me. It really, really bothers me. And I I want you guys to think about this, especially you guys that are doing things to distract yourselves, hitting the bottle every day or chain smoking or whatever you do. You grind all day and then you just come home and you try to escape the stress of work. I get it. I get it. And I'm not judging you, but I'm asking you, at least for one day, put that bottle down or whatever you're doing and reassess, be really honest with yourself and reassess what you're doing and take a good look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you living your best life? Are you doing, what you want to do with your life, with your time? Because the thing about time is, and people make a big old thing about money. Yeah, hey, Mike, I need money, to pay rent and do this and food. I get it. I get it. But time is actually the most precious commodity. This is a fact. It's not my opinion. You cannot get time back. Those days I spent on the road driving people around to their appointments and whatnot while they're laughing in the car, I can't get any of that time back. Okay? Ever. So why not at least take a chance? Okay? If you're dream a little bit, man, why not? Dream a little bit. What did you really want to do with your life? You know, it probably wasn't being a cashier at the Dollar Tree or whatever. You're working 7-Eleven, or, you know, maybe you're working at Costco. Maybe it's you're getting good benefits and you're part of the union. But what did you really want to do? Why not give it a shot and F what everybody else is gonna say, all those haters and stuff, because this is your life, not theirs. Why not try? Give it a try, okay, before you come to your last breath on this earth, you know? Because no one's coming to save you guys. It's all you. It's all you. Well, guys, that's all I got to say about today. All right. I'm in the grind just like you guys, and I'm trying to stay positive. Okay. And you know what, man? I'm going to pray to God that I have the strength to keep going. Okay, guys? Have a great Sunday. Buenos dias. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Que te vaya bien. Bye.